warmed up and away you go.
Well, it's just about to start the third quarter of GDFL football for round 2. Well, Scotty Bowl and Trevor Tucker do the ruck work and Bowl. Great tap backwards towards Kevin Connors, who on his right foot. You don't see that too often for Bannockburn. Gets it towards centre half forward. Mahiris, a fantastic left punch away towards Paddy Burns. Short little kick coming out Donaldson. Can't take with him. Pat Burns. Great kick too over the top towards Carl. Can he run onto it? Getting back there, Delahunt as well. Coming out McFarlane at pace. Nathan Rose backs himself. Gets a kick away okay. And Angus Hewitt takes it at centre half back. Goes well. Looking for a teammate out on centre wing. Rose can't take the mark. And in fact, it was Paddock. Short back in board towards Timmy Gardner, who is alone. He must have a disease. Nobody wants to go near him. He goes long towards McFarlane. Rose back there now with McFarlane. Leads Macca in the race to the footy. Goes to the safety of the boundary line. And good defensive play. Nathan Rose sees it out of bounds.
There's been a few changes. I see. I was looking for Aitchison and I can't find him.
Here at half forward.
Oh, right. So
no, half back actually. He's moving down.
Yes.
The problem with Andrew, mate, is if he turns sideways, you can't see him at the best times.
He'll get you for that, Peter. Back in play. Peacock towards the boundary line. Wolfenen's there also, and the boundary line beckons. It will be another throw-in.
Ball out of bounds in front of the social club here at Bannockburn. We've been playing a minute into the third quarter. No change to the half-time score. 7-4 to Bannockburn, 8-8 to Thomson. Ball comes in, umpire whistle on play. What's he going to do? He's found a free kick to Peacock
for a hold, yep,
of Thomson, and well, he's 55 metres out, but well, not going to have a go at them, but centres the ball. And offhands it comes to Shannon. Shannon tries to break the tackle, can't do it. Gets a very short. The umpire's decreed it's 10 metres.
It just is 10 metres too. They were just both lying on the ground there. You could put a tape measure between them. I think it's just 10.
So Ardo, who in his younger days at St Mary's liked kicking a goal, so he's about 40 metres out directly in front. And we'll check perhaps, Peter, whether this wind has any bearing, because it does seem to be just a bit of breeze.
I think it's blown up a little bit.
So Steve Ardo for Thomson is getting plenty of advice from teammates and opponents alike, I'd suggest. There's plenty of them around. And
he just asked the umpire where the mark actually is, and umpire Gladky won't come over and tell him.
I think everybody's totally undecided here.
He wants to know where the mark is. The umpire's telling him to kick it. He wants to know where the mark is.
And he's got the other umpire about 2 metres behind him, so it's almost organised chaos here at the present moment. So finally, Steve Ardo with the ball, moves in, comes just inside the 50-metre arc. It's a low kick, but it's off to the right. Had no problem getting the distance, I'd suggest. So it's a behind to Ardo of Thomson. And on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard, Thomson moved now to 8-9-57, leading Bannockburn at 4-46.
Steve Delahunt with the honours at fullback for Bannockburn. Do the kicking in. He will now picks the footy up. McFarlane standing the mark. It's a short kick, or goes towards Ardo again at 50. Tapped it over his head towards a running Timmy Gardner. Can he get through? He breaks through, gets a quick kick. I'll get that out soon. And it is through for one behind from the two-time Whitley medalist.
I noticed just before the start of the game, you spoke about the northern end. As soon as Tucker went into the ruck, he went straight back to the centre, across centre half back. So it'd be interesting to see if they have the same theory as you do, Eric.
It's from the kick in. It's gone to Bowl at centre half back, but he can't handle the ball. Tucker threw it out. There's another throw from Highland, but finally it's gone to the agency. That's Delahunt taking a saving mark. Last line of defence for Bannockburn, and that defence is really under pressure at the present time. Thomson attacking quite strongly, but there's a glorious torpedo punt there from Delahunt, marked by Pavic. Plons said the umpire. He kicks the ball clear. Paddy Burns is racing for the ball. Also a new player there for Bannockburn in Giles, but neither player able to control it. It's out of bounds. True centre wing, outer side of the Victoria Park here at Bannockburn. 4 minutes into the third quarter.
A boundary throw in now. Bowl from behind. Big punch away towards the advantage of his half-forward flank. But Atchison comes across. Shannon in support also. They both miss it. Perkins is there. Picks it up well. The big man gets it away quickly. The kick by Pavic was smothered. Shannon gets it around the corner, goes through a couple of legs. Trevor Tucker runs after it. Can he? Oh, fresh air shot. Can't pick it up. Big Trev.
Trev's not fit.
Handball back. Goes from centre half to centre half forward now in front. Andrews takes it. Mahiris looks like the job on him now. Andrews runs away quickly. The lead's on by White. Justin's there also over the head. JJ was the only one that kept the feet. Colliger comes at him at post. JJ wants the boundary line, shuffles it over for a throw in. About 35 metres around from the Bannockburn goal.
That's an interesting move. Peter, would you have shifted Aitchison off Andrews?
I don't know whether it's been Aitchison moved or Andrews moved. I think he's moving around a bit. Aitchison's got the ability to run at the ball, though. Comes
to the front of that ruck contest. Comes towards Wolfenden and also in the back, getting away. Clinton Shaw turns around and misses it to the near side. Quick snap and one behind to Clinton Shaw. It's a bit of a gamble, Eric. Like you look at someone like Andy Aitchison, he has the ability to really set up play as well as be probably one of the best defenders in the league. So maybe the option there is Andrews is not as going as well as they think, and let Andrew Aitchison run the ball. Bannockburn 7-5-47 and Thomson 8-10-58. Kick in outside 50, going from Armstrong. Now Wolfenden and Harding go at it. Free kick for a hold, and it's going to go to Rick Harding on centre wing for Bannockburn. And we'll push it back. Oh, poor kick off the boot. Goes high, only as far as Highland. He's got Justin in support and also Burns back onto his right boot. Measures a pass towards Garter. That's better. And Timmy's off straight away. Gives the handball away quickly towards Wolfenden. Back towards centre half forward in front. Great mark, Rod Peacock. And Rod Peacock takes it at centre half forward in front of Giles. They're just filling the hole in front of McFarlane now too. Damien Tom standing in front of the full forward. Now Peacock was looking for a handball. He elects to go back now. He's actually inside the centre square. Giles is standing outside 50. And he goes now long towards the goal square. McFarlane against a couple. Bowl, a big punch away. Scotty Bowl falls the front, coming across Harding. Gets a hand to it. Had some support as well. Donaldson can get around Dean Carl and go with his right boot towards centre wing. Perkins. Aitchison, great little tap away. And the rubber man on hands and knees. Gets a knock, gets two knocks and gets a push in the back. And the rubber man, Andrew Aitchison, will take the free kick at half forward.
Just turned his back nicely into that to get the free kick. Plays on quickly. Handball to Gardner. Gardner, a short chip, not 10 metres, said the umpire. So it's a handball clear. Ball comes to ground. Finds Shannon. Picks the ball up. Has a wild kick towards the full forward position. It's wide there of McFarlane. Tom outpaces McFarlane. Turns on a threepenny bit. Drives the ball to centre wing, and it's Pavic in good position to take the mark, and he does that ahead there of Christian Highland. So Pavic of Bannockburn looks for a lead on centre wing. It's another fairly ordinary kick, but great effort there by Andrews of Bannockburn. Takes the mark of Mahiris, and maybe that change might have to come the other way. Andrews drives now to centre half forward. There's another strong mark, and this time it's Perkins of Bannockburn. Here's a lead by White, but well, he worked his way in front pretty well. Justin there, and finally comes away with the ball, driven towards the centre of the ground. In good position there for Bannockburn was Perkins. Couldn't take the mark. Play on to the umpire. Oh, surely it's in the back. He's ridden him right into the ground, and it is Wolfenden of Thomson with the free kick. Kicks the ball across the centre square. Here's a marking contest. No player touched the ball, I don't think. A long handball there by Menzies. Over the head of players. Finally, it's a Hewitt. Gets a handball wide for Bannockburn. Players mishandling the ball very badly in this third quarter. And finally, at centre half forward for the Thomson side. Stacks on the mill. And umpire Gladke will move in.
Bit of pressure from both sides. Exerted in this first 8.5 minutes of this third term. It's currently 8-10, playing 7-5. It's 11 points of difference with Thomson in front. At centre half forward for Thomson. Bowl up against Peacock. Over the back, coming through towards Timmy Gardner. Chopped off though. Troy Colliger going to get wrapped up. Drop the footy. No free kick. Harding keeps it in front of him. Gets wrapped up by Gardner. Oh, Timmy, if you don't mind, runs away again on the right boot. Pretty poor kick by the looks of it. Comes over the back. It's going to be a foot race now. Getting back there first, Tom in front of Highland. Handballs it towards Gadd in the boundary line. I don't know which one he wanted, but he got the boundary line, so that's okay for Bannockburn. Release of pressure for a short time. And a throw in the right forward pocket for Thomson. So, boundary umpire now will do the honours. Umpire Gladke coming over to talk to McFarlane. It's the blood rule. He's got some sort of blood on his leg by the looks of it, so he will come off. Play will be stopped for a short while he does that. and he will be replaced.
It's a crucial sort of a rule, Peter, isn't it, in a situation like that? Is their key full forward, the ball's in the forward area, and has to come off.
Yeah, but, you know, he's going to be replaced by the guy I reckon was...
yeah, I can't understand why he was off the ground.
Aaron Bradley.
So it's going to be a boundary throw, and Bradley goes straight into the ruck against Bowl in the right full forward pocket. Bowl gets it down to the front. Roved well by McKernan, can't go very far though, wrapped up, and it's stacked on the mill in the forward pocket, and we will have a ball up about 30 metres out from the Thomson goal. They lead 8-10 to 7-5. We've been playing 10 minutes now in this third term, brought to you by Lexus of Wyndham this afternoon on Geelong Radio 100.3 FM. And it's now Bradley coming from the boundary line to do the ruck work. He rides the bump from Bowl, and it's out of bounds. So we'll do it all again. Obviously McFarlane ready to come back on. Bradley was motioning towards the boundary line, but he will do this ruck contest against Scotty Bowl, and then probably come off after the forward foray. Bowl, Bradley works to the front, takes it out of the ruck contest. Ripped off the footy, coming towards Shannon. Rode a bump, couldn't take the footy with him, then gave away a free kick, too high. And Bannockburn will be able to relieve the pressure. Getting off the bottom of the pack is Nick Pavic.
Pavic of Bannockburn has the free kick, half-back flank for Bannockburn. Oh, it's a kick very, very wide. Andrews.
Great mark.
Well, that was a fantastic mark, but I guess the...
Nick Maharis it was.
The teamwork there from Thomson was fantastic because Andrews was prevented from running at the ball. However, Maharis, ball goes towards half-forward, and there's another strong mark. It looks like Rose to me for Bannockburn on half-back flank. He's taken a very strong mark ahead there of Peacock. And once again, Bannockburn defence under a bit of pressure here in the third quarter. Rose drives the ball to centre wing. Tucker in good position, can't take the mark, should get the free kick. And, well, advantage has been paid. Gardner gets a handball, not a kick, and I don't really know whether there was any advantage on that occasion. But Thomson, they've taken the ball forward. Oh, it's fallen to Wolferton. He's had a snap out of absolutely nowhere and kicked the goal. So, very, very handy goal there for one Craig Wolferton, certainly two for the Thomson footy team. At 12 minutes now into the third quarter, the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard shows Thomson now 9-10-64. They lead Bannockburn 7-5-47, and Bannockburn just in a modicum of trouble, I think, Peter.
A what?
A what? Whatever.
I think they're in a little bit of trouble, yeah. I think they're under a lot of pressure in the back line, and you can just see that the pressure just builds and builds and builds, and then they crack. You know, hopefully I think they've got to turn things around, maybe move a couple of players around, especially man up in the middle. Like, I haven't been critical of Timmy Gardner, but he's starting to take a bit of control.
Bowl gets it down towards Maharis. He was well shepherded by umpire Noel Hooper. Troy Colliger couldn't get near him. Well done, Noel. It's hit the van. Oh. Peter got a kick. You probably felt the bash on the van from Geelong Radio, I would think.
No, it was a clear kick.
It was a clear kick, was it? Okay, one possession. You're taking your own stats and Tim Gardner's this afternoon now. Boundary throw in. Tucker in front, double-handed towards Highland. McGrath gets it back to Andrews, off one step. Goes towards half forward. Push away, Armstrong in front of Clinton Shaw. Oh, great work. Clinton Shaw finish off with a goal. He hasn't, though. He's missed to the far side. Still in play. And Justin and Darren Rowell see it over the boundary line. That was a great sidestep by Clinton Shaw. It just couldn't quite finish it.
He had plenty of time to line those up too. It was a very, very poor finish off.
So it's a boundary throw in the right forward pocket for Bannockburn. They desperately need a goal. They're trailing 63 to 47. Perkins out of nothing has kicked a behind to Ashley Perkins. So his total 1 goal, 1 this afternoon. And they go to 7-6-48. Bannockburn. Thomson 9-10-64. That is on the Lexus of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 14 minutes gone. Armstrong with a mammoth kick in. It's hit the centre square, if you believe that, and it has. Tucker goes up against Andrews. Backhanded by Andrews to Rick Harding. Goes with a torpedo punt. 3-on-2. Thomson with the numbers. Armstrong over the back end. Also Andrew Gardner might want to see it through. Roweth kicked the goal out of his hands. Taryn Roweth. And has kicked his first. Andrew Gardner.
I'll tell you what, Lunchy, you should not and would not, and I reckon anyone that can criticise him for that bit of play really shouldn't. The guy standing behind him is the one that should have said, you're under pressure, push it through.
And they didn't.
And they didn't.
And it's the goal to Bannockburn. They go to 8-6-54. And they trailed Thomson 9-10-64. Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard back to 10 points of difference, which is what it was at half time. And we have been playing nearly 15 minutes in this third term.
See Andrews onto the ball all of a sudden for Bannockburn, but from the throw up it's come to Gardner. Handballs forward. Paddy Burns runs onto the ball, taken without the ball. No, free kick. Handball comes back to Gardner. Gardner to Tucker. Tucker across to Paddy Burns. And Burns, well, not such a good kick, but it's got the desired result because it's ended up in the arms of Highland. Highland now plays on quickly. Goes to 1-2. Gets the handball back. Drives it towards the full forward position. Oh, that's excellent play by Thomson because McFarlane on the lead has been hit on the chest there by Christian Highland, and really that was just copybook football, Peter, from the centre of the ground.
I actually thought the call was pretty good for those that follow GDFL football. You can't really get a better call than Tucker to Gardner, Gardner to Burns, Burns to Highland, Highland to McFarlane.
They're class players, aren't they?
They're probably the 5 better players for Thomson.
So it's McFarlane on the right foot, and he's right through the middle, and that's goal number 5 for Christian McFarlane. He's having a very good day so far, and really stamping his authority on the game for Thomson. And on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard now, 16 minutes into the third quarter, 10 goals, 10-70 Thomson, and they lead Bannockburn 8-6-54.
It's just the difference, Peter, of being able to finish it off, isn't it? The hard work of the on-ballers.
And I think when you've got someone with the confidence of McFarlane, who is putting in it full forward, you've got the confidence there of a man that's going to take a mark, kick a goal. You'll always try and give him the ball.
Carl is off the ground and Fanning back on as umpire Gladke throws it up in the middle. Perkins into the ruck against Peacock. Peacock gets it down to Timmy Gardner, breaks one tackle, gets his kick away quickly towards half forward. Gad leads in the race for the footy. Behind him, no Ardo with a bit of pace. Rides the bump, and Gad comes back a second time and does very well to see it over the boundary line for a throw in. And it's about 50 metres around from the Thomson goal. And Perkins into the ruck, as we said. Also, Shane Andrews was in the middle. He's actually tagging Timmy Gardner now. Tucker gets at the front. Highland gets his hands free, gets it to Menzies, turns around onto his right boot into towards the forward pocket. It is out of bounds.
Very agile at Menzies. He didn't have much space to work with there. Basically, a very quick turn and on his favoured, I guess, right foot. He's a right footer.
He certainly is. It's a throw in now. Tucker and Perkins. Perkins in front. Short throw in. Perkins just bashed it towards the boundary line again. And it will be a throw in.
The Bannockburn bench not very far from us. There's a fair bit of look of consternation on the few faces there.
Yes, Richard Corrigan just with hand to face, looking a bit worried. And 16 points of difference with Thomson in front of his side. Tucker, both hands to it. Falls towards Dwayne Broome. Natural left footer, gets it onto his left boot around the corner. Armstrong over the shoulder of Andrews. And it will be a free kick to the drainer in the half-back flank region. He's playing his 100th game today, Shane, and will want to drive the Tigers towards the wing. Goes towards Clinton Shaw, Burns over the back, and Troy Colliger gets it onto his left boot to a vacant half-forward position. White runs back with a footy. Fingertipper can run on now and kick his third, David White, and has missed. And, well, really should have banged it through for a goal there. 2 goals to his return this afternoon, and they now go to 8-7-55 Bannockburn. Thomson 10-10-70, 15 points difference. Lexus of Wyndham at third quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 18 minutes in this third term.
That's one a full forward shouldn't have missed, Peter.
Don't talk to me, Eric. I'm trying to catch up with the Richmond-Collingwood score, mate. I'm really getting depressed.
Well, last I heard they were 7 down, Richmond.
Don't say that.
Ball on the half-forward flank for Bannockburn. Collider, dropped the ball. Yes, the umpire has paid that to it's that young man Bradley, who's done a very good job on the ground. Not such a good kick, but here in front of our broadcast point, good work. Oh, very high tackle to Timmy Gardner, and perhaps he remonstrated rather solidly with his opponent there. But finally,
the free
kick along the boundary line, and the recipient once again, Christian Highland, takes a wonderful mark wide on the flank, but unfortunately the lead there of McFarlane was chopped off by Shane Andrews, and Andrews of Bannockburn takes the mark on half-back. Goes to centre wing. Oh, there's a player, Armstrong, one interfered with, but the mark in fact was taken by Scotty Bowl, and away he goes. Drives the ball to half-forward. Man at the back in Rowers almost dragged down a spectacular mark, but you can't take it from behind, Justin. Jace, you've got to be in front.
You certainly do, and the taller Atchison was able to put the arms up there and just bring it to ground, and has bottled it up at half forward for the Bannockburn side. Big pack around the ball. Perkins has motioned himself down there to do the ruck work for Bannockburn. And he'll be up against Aaron Bradley. Bradley goes early, gives away a free kick over the shoulder, and it will be to Ashley Perkins at half forward. 10-10 playing 8-7. And it's 15 points of difference. Thomson in front, Perkins with the footy. Has to move around and kick over his mark. Aaron Bradley standing that mark. Andrew short. He decides to go long though. Wobbly kick. Got to be in front on this occasion. Atchison floated across in front of Scotty Bowl and took the mark in the last line defence in the back pocket.
Interesting, Peter. Only 6 players on the Thomson forward line. Couldn't be much more open, could it?
Well, I think it's because they're runners. They're fellas like Gardner and Highland and all are just, they're not changing. Like they're running on the ball all the time. They just man up in the centre of the ground for the bounce, and then they just run wherever they want to.
Throw in now. Perkins and Bradley. Bradley in front, gets his right hand to it too, comes off hands towards Wolfen, who just thumps it back and high towards Andrews. Bradley again, Highland, and wrapping it up Broom. Oh, Highland stole it from him. Oh, slick hands, Menzies inboard to Gardner. They're running the Tigers. He can run away. He wanted a shepherd, he didn't get one. And Gadd came across. Menzies is there though to back him up. Goes on a right foot kick towards half forward. In front, Donaldson can't take the mark. Fanning rides a bump, gets away. Daniel Fanning finishes it. 4-1 behind, just missing to the near side. And got out of a tackle there, Peter, pretty easily.
Oh, well, he's a fairly solid fella. Good spin. I probably think the thing that let him down was the kick. He's really carrying on from last year. He wouldn't miss that last year.
10-11, 71 Thomson, 8-7, 55 Bannockburn. Lexus of Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 21.5 minutes gone in this vital third term. Thomson just been able to keep the lead that they had at half time. And pretty desperate measures in this third term by both sides. Pretty tough at the footy. Now Delahant from fullback. One of the most experienced players in the league. Goes wide looking for Stephen Gadd. Great kick outside 50. Speared it into his chest, and Stephen Gadd, the youngster, took the mark. Looking for something further afield. Goes towards Pavic, and Pavic takes it. Just uncontested as Brad came late. Pavic goes now towards half forward. Mahiris goes up early. Great mark, and have been told that Mahiris can go in the marking contest. Goes with his right boot long towards half forward. That could be a free kick, I think, and it is a free kick to Bannockburn. It's going to go to Stephen Gadd. And Gadd has got 50. Somebody's walked over the mark. I think that was Steve Ardo.
Had information just to hand. Peter just about jumped out of the box. A little whisper that Richmond are easily beating Collingwood.
Thank you very much. 100.3 Geelong Radio.
So Richmond are 42 points up on Collingwood. Eddie might have lost his job the way he's going. Gadd goes with the right boot long towards half forward, off hands, comes towards Timmy Gardner. Standing start gives it away to Wolfenden, off Pat Burns, backwards towards Justin, goes back to Gardner. Oh, slick little hands there. Bradley now just wants to pump it long. It's out to the wide open space on centre wing. Delahant, oh, he sat and waited for it. 3 coming at him. I wonder if he knows. Yes, he does, because he handballs back to Giles. Will it sit for him? Yes, it does. Going to get a shepherd from Gadd. Gets his kick away towards the middle. Oh, they're lining up for it. Connors is one of them. And chops right in the middle of Victoria Park. Takes the mark.
He's a fella that's faded out of the game since quarter time, Connors, and really,
touch.
That's where the key has been. Paddy Burns at centre half back takes the ball, eludes a tackle on the left foot, drives it towards half forward flank. Shannon tried to back into his opponent there and did pretty well. He's got clear now, picks it up on the run, hooks it over the shoulder. There's the lead again of McFarlane, but this time there's some solid defensive work. Finally, Pavic has the ball for Bannockburn, goes wide. There's a player on his own in Perkins, and on half-back flank will relieve the pressure once again for Bannockburn, and they are under pressure on the back line. Perkins, long driving kick, he's cleared the centre. Oh, Thomson player right in front of the umpire, pushed the pack forward, and there's kicking in danger, I suspect. You don't see it too often in this day and age, but the free kick has gone
to Michael Gann.
To Gann of Thomson. Plays on quickly with the handball, and away they go again. They're moving the ball pretty well. Driven across the centre once again. There's a player held in Peacock, not seen by the umpire. Comes to ground, picked up there by Connors. He drives the ball to centre half forward, and there's a strong mark for the Bannockburn side. Clinton Shaw, and he's going to be kicking from 55. Is he a good enough kick to get this, Jace?
Oh, let's see. Put the pressure on me, Eric. Yes, I think he is.
Moves in now. Shaw, right foot kick. Oh, he's got onto it pretty well. It hasn't spun too well, unfortunately. There's Mark not taken, and off hands will have a rush behind to the Bannockburn side. So on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard here, 25 minutes into the third quarter. It's now 8-8, 56 to Bannockburn. They trail Thomson 10-11-71.
Armstrong goes short on this occasion towards co-coach Pat Burns, gets his left foot kick away towards Aaron Bradley, who has again done well in this third term when he has come on the ground. From half-back goes inboard looking for Gardner, goes up, off hands, Doggy Shannon. Luke gets through. Kick partly smothered towards Hewitt at half-back for Bannockburn, can clear and go back towards centre-half forward. Gann setting himself, Andrews comes across the front of the pack, can't take the mark. Atchison was going to shepherd for Armstrong, did so, and then Mickey Gann's got it, only a left footer, so he gets the handball away to Timmy Gardner. Coming at him, Dwayne Broom gets around him easy as you like. Goes to the right boot, McFarlane on the lead, coming across and roving off the back of the pack. Can he kick a goal, McKernan? No, he can't. And he's put it through for 1 behind to Dave McKernan. 1 goal, 1 his return of this afternoon, as we see McGrath coming off the ground and Aaron Broom coming back on. It is 10-12-72 Thomson, and they lead Bannockburn 8-8, 56. Lexus of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. Delahunt once again to do the kicking in for the home side. Goes short towards Pavic. It's okay. He takes the mark. Under pressure from Highland. Nick Pavic now. About 40 metres out from the Thomson goal. We see White coming off and Ronnie Pilgrim back on as well for Bannockburn. Pavic now goes wide looking for Perkins. Fanning and coming across Bradley. Falls towards Fanning. Quick hands okay to Shannon. Was looking for a handball and ended up turning around on his left foot and going wide. Can't find a teammate. He was looking for Highland, and so across there was Arto, but they see it over the boundary line for a throw in at half forward for Thomson on the outer side.
Tell you what, you look for differences as the quarters go by, but that number 37 on the camera there at the moment, Timmy Gardner's picked up 11 possessions this quarter.
Yes, he's really been a dominant player in the centre of the ground, and well, there's an interesting decision. Free kick gone to Thomson. Gardner accepts a handball for another kick, drives at the full forward position. Oh, good body work there by McFarlane once again, and just inched his opponent forward a matter of a foot or so, and put him out of the contest and takes the mark. And he's only 20 metres out on perhaps a 45-degree angle, but the opportunity to increase Thomson's lead at the 27-minute mark of the third quarter.
Well, Jason predicted these earlier, Eric, as a shoe-in for Christian McFarlane.
He did just that.
You're putting me under the pump for all of a sudden. What's going on there?
Well,
he's
I think he's gone. The umpire's gone across, but what is he going to say? Oh, he's going to say full point. So that's goal number 6 to Christian McFarlane and goal number 11 on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard to Thomson. 11 goals, 12 now, 78 is Thomson. They lead Bannockburn 8-8, 56 and 22 points. It's getting a bit of a margin, Peter.
It is, and I actually thought...
That backfired Walker, didn't it?
No,
that last comment.
No, you did say that he kicks them better from the side than he does, and I'm 100% behind you, Joe. I thought that when Bannockburn ran the ball into their forward line, a couple of minutes ago, if they would have kicked the goal, it probably would. The score would have ended up like that at three-quarter time. We were in for a game. Now, I just don't know.
Back to the centre. Perkins is in the middle for Bannockburn. He'll do the ruck work against Aaron Bradley. Bradley goes up, gets it down towards Burns, coming through. Is Highland, gets away, got his handball away just as Connors was tackling him. Spud on the ground. Oh, look at that. He's got a bit of time to punch it out towards Menzies. Does so. Dale Menzies pushed in front of him and leads in the race of the ball. He's inside 50 now, coming across Giles. Menzies followed it on. Fresh air shot with the right foot. Coming back there, Gadd quickly. Got the handball away okay. Off one step. It looked like it might have been Donaldson, but only as far as Highland, and he takes the mark in front of Connors, just inside the centre square. Now, Highland, the lead's on from Peacock, going to be chopped off, though, easily. Troy Connors takes the mark. And we'll want to relieve the pressure. Goes inboard looking for Connors, surrounded by Thomson players. Oh, Stevie Ardo, be careful. He plays on quickly, chops and goes wide, looking for Rick Harding. And finds him. Harding now. Goes towards half forward, coming out Mahiris, punches it away. Atchison backs him up. Was going to go the handball, then does to a standing start. Spuddy Highland. Oh, his handball too wide for Mahiris. And it is out of bounce in front of the Bannockburn coach's box, and just to the right of our commentary box here. Geelong Radio 100.3 bringing you the action of round 2 of GDFL football.
The idea was pretty good. He tried to create the play, just the handball went astray. From the throw-in, Connors gets it. Oh, well tackled. No free kicks to the umpire. And now with Stacks on the middle, players just getting a little heated there, just in front of our broadcast point here at Victoria Park, but umpire Gladkey in total control at the moment, has the ball and will throw it up. About 16 players around him, of course, and up goes the ball. Oh, high, Bradley gets a tap forward. It's picked up for the Bannockburn side, kick forward, but there's a strong mark to Mahiris, and he's played very well. Aitchison goes streaming past, takes a handball. Oh, his kick has found McKernan on the half forward. He sees the lead coming forward from McFarlane, and he has just been too good today, Christian McFarlane. That is an excellent mark, used strength, and totally outwitted his opponent there. He's a similar angle to the last kick, perhaps 15 metres further out, but based on the effort he put in last time, shouldn't be too difficult. I suppose after that wrap, goodness knows what he'll do. Moves in, McFarlane on the right foot. Goal umpire's moving across. How far has he gone this time? And, well, he's beaten us twice, that goal umpire down there, because that's goal number 7 before three-quarter time. 7 out of 12 for Christian McFarlane. And on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard, 30 minutes into quarter number 3, Thomson 12-84. Lead Bannockburn 8-8-56.
Well, they're giving us the word about Nick Mahiris that he's carrying a little bit of an injury, Peter, and I'd hate to think what he's going to be like when he doesn't carry an injury.
Well, I think he copped a bit of a kick in the ankle then too. So yeah, he's certainly very, very strong.
Pretty good on the ground and pretty good in the air as well.
He is.
And the rubber man helped him off half back there to set it up to McKernan, who well, gave it down the throat of McFarlane for his 7th. Bradley goes up. He's killing the bowler in the ruck at the moment, I may add, Aaron Bradley. Connors, his kick partly smothered. Fanning there, shuffles it out to Timmy Gardner, who gets a wide kick towards centre wing, half forward. Is it going to stay in? Ardo follows it up, but just can't quite keep it in. And there is the siren for three-quarter time. And, well, it's been a good quarter once again for Thomson. And they are at three-quarter time. They're 12-12-84. And they lead Bannockburn, who are 8-8-56 in that quarter. Thomson kicked 4 goals 4. And Bannockburn only managed 1 goal 4 for that third term. The goal kickers for Thomson, well, the standout obviously is Christian McFarlane. He has kicked 7 of their 12 goals. Singles to Daniel Fanning, Craig Wolfenden, also Tim Gardner, Christian Hyland and Dave McKernan. While for Bannockburn, 2 each to David White and also to Ron Pilgrim. And singles to Troy Colliger, Scott Bowl, Ashley Perkins and Darren Rowath. So at three-quarter time, it's currently 28 points of difference at 12-12-84 Thomson. Bannockburn 8-8-56. A bit for the home Tigers to do here at Victoria Park. We'll be back with all the final quarter action after this on Geelong Radio 100.3, your home.